Hey guys, Brian, Colorado Camperman here. I want to do a video today on the benefits of getting a hybrid camper. So we have had our Starcraft Launch 16RB, the camper I'm in right now, for the last 3 years. And actually it's a sad day. We're going to be selling it, or putting it up for sale at least. So we ended up buying a travel trailer, but we have loved this camper. And I thought I would do a farewell video to our camper by talking a little bit about the benefits of getting a hybrid camper. So first off, just kind of tell you a little bit about our history and what made us choose a hybrid camper. Is my wife and I, we grew up camping in a pop-up camper. I mean, literally from when I was born until probably about 25, 26 years old, we had always gone camping in a pop-up camper. My parents still have their same pop-up camper that they've had for about 30 years. So anyway, so we had always grown up with pop-up campers. We ended up purchasing one together before we were married. It was a Coleman. I don't remember the model number or anything like that, but we just towed it behind our little 4Runner, and we loved it. We loved the pop-up camper that we had. And then one winter, unfortunately, mice had gotten into it and just completely destroyed it, and it was done after that. So that summer we actually ended up camping with my mother-in-law, and we would just stay in their travel trailer. They have a big 28-foot Keystone Passport ultralight, and we had just camped there or did some tent camping. And after spending some time in their 28-foot Keystone ultralight there, we were like, man, we need to get another camper. And at the time we still just had our little 4Runner, and we didn't want to purchase a big tow vehicle because the expense of a camper was going to be enough, and we didn't want to have to go into debt to buy all this stuff. So we said, well, why don't we look into getting a hybrid camper? And so we did. So we ended up buying our 2012 Starcraft Launch 16RB, brand new, in the summer of 2012. And yeah, it's been a great little camper. And we've towed it with our Toyota 4Runner, which has a little V6. But anyways, that kind of shows you a little bit of the progression and whatnot as far as the hybrid camper. Now let's talk a little bit about the benefits of getting a hybrid camper. So the number one thing, or well, I guess there's 5 things roughly that I came up with. And the number one thing I want to start off with is the weight, which was a huge factor for us. Our Toyota 4Runner has a max towing capacity of 5,000 pounds. Our Starcraft here is about 2,800 pounds dry. Fully loaded, it can handle up to about 3,500 pounds with your cargo, which is pretty perfect for a 5,000 towing capacity, because I could do another video on tow capacity, but you should not be at your limit of what your tow capacity is. 3,500 pounds out of 5,000 is pretty good. So, and most hybrid campers are super light. I mean, the vast majority of your hybrids you're going to be able to tow with a V6. Some of the bigger ones you might need a V8 or a larger, vehicle with a larger wheelbase, but generally, I mean, your hybrids are going to be able to tow with a V6, so that's a huge factor, and it was for us when we were purchasing it, and that's one real big benefit of the hybrid. Kind of with that, the second thing is hybrids, especially ours. I mean, it's only 16 feet long. It tows extremely easy. It's very maneuverable. We went camping on some national forest land about a month ago in our hybrid, and we were able to take it back into the woods that most big travel trailers you wouldn't be able to do. So they're very maneuverable, very easy to tow and drive around. The biggest hybrid I think I've ever seen is 24 feet, which is pretty massive for a hybrid, but like ours is only 16 feet, so it's very maneuverable, very easy. The third thing is, as it goes with the name, your hybrid camper is part pop-up, as you can kind of see here, and part travel trailer. So you get the benefits of both. One thing we always liked about the pop-up camper is actually that, you know, your beds are more of the tent material and whatnot. You're going to get more of a tent feel, kind of more like you're camping, with having the beds pop out like the hybrid does. And that's what we liked about the pop-up. That's what we liked about the hybrid. Then obviously you get the benefits of a travel trailer. You don't have to pack your camper when it's popped down in this tiny little thing. You know, you can walk in here, you can pack it. Then you also have a bathroom, you got a shower, you got a refrigerator, you got a microwave. You have all these things that you would normally have in a travel trailer, but it's in this compact little unit. And that's kind of where it gets the name. You get the half pop-up, half travel trailer. And that's one of the beauties of the hybrid. The fourth thing that's really nice about the hybrids are the beds. The beds do not take up floor space, right? So we have, again, a 16-foot unit here, but when the beds are popped out, it feels so much bigger. And it is about 21 feet when the beds are popped out. But our beds are not taking up floor space. So this 16-foot hybrid probably feels just as big as like a 21-foot travel trailer, just due to the fact that our beds are not taking up all that floor space, you know. And at the end of the day, you're just going to freaking sleep in your bed. You know, I'd rather have more floor space in here, around the dinette, around the sofa, that type of thing, to be able to move around than having your bed take up a bunch of floor space. So that's one huge benefit of the hybrid. Then the other thing that, you know, I was thinking of, one of the big benefits, and the last one I could think about, is they really keep their value. Hybrids, from what I've seen and from my experience at least, I don't know if there's any research on it or anything, but from my experience, I see them holding their value. I mean, when we purchased and bought this camper, we bought it new pretty much due to the fact that a new hybrid was not too much different from what we could find used hybrids going for. And so we were like, well, shoot, why would we get a used one? Why don't we just buy a brand new one? We know where it's been and all that. And the newer ones, typically they do weigh less. So that was another factor. But anyhow, I've really noticed that they keep their value more so than other travel trailers and other campers. Hybrids really seem to keep their value more. So anyways, those are the top things that I could think of as far as the benefits of a hybrid camper. So if you guys have any questions about any of the pros or cons of the hybrid camper, like I said, we use this for 3 seasons, and we use it quite a few times. And yeah, so feel free to post any comments, ask me any questions. And otherwise, thanks for stopping by and checking out the video. Have fun camping out there, and we'll see you guys later.